Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the whole collection project pan that I'm doing in collaboration with my friend Sarah. If you haven't checked out her channel yet, even though this is like our 6th update, then please go over to her channel and show her some love. Becky Loves Kanga is who created this project pan, and Sarah and I were inspired to do it from Alexi, and their channels are all linked down below in the description box, so please head over to their channels. This is an extra exciting update because Sarah and I decided that at the 6-month mark we would do a refresh of sorts, like kick out any products that we're really just hating on, or we're not seeing any progress, we're really discouraged, things like that, and allow some new products to come in. I have decided to only focus on the products that have been in this project since the beginning, since January. So I have been consistently using these products for 6 months, and I'm just ready to pull some new things. With this project pan, we're working on 10 items that were randomly generated for us out of our Excel spreadsheet, our thorough makeup inventory. So we have no choice as to which products we are working on. It's all completely random, which is a really fun challenge, but you tend to get some really difficult products as well. So I'm just going to tell you what products I'm kicking out of this project, both of which are eyeshadows. I'm only kicking out 2. I've decided I only want to work on 3 eyeshadows in this project, and I currently have 5. If you've been keeping up with this project, this will be no surprise. I'm kicking this out of this project. Ooh, you can't even really see it with the glare. This is the Crown Brushes Glam Metals palette, and even the pan of eyeshadow was randomly selected for us. And of course, I got black metal over here, which is a really crappy black eyeshadow. I don't enjoy panning black eyeshadow because I rarely use it, but on top of that, this isn't even a good one. So I have been struggling for the last 6 months to pan this. I have used this a total of 32 times in this project. Like, I have used it. There is a dip in here, but it needs to go. I refuse to pan a black eyeshadow, so this is getting rolled out, and of course something new will be chosen in its place. And the second eyeshadow I'm getting rid of is from my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and it's not even because I don't like using this palette, it's just these shades, these shadows are extremely dense, very hard to pan, and I'm just not seeing any progress after 18 uses. So I haven't used this nearly as much as the other shades. I just know that even if I continue working on this for the next 6 months, because I'm working on so many eyeshadows and I knew I wanted to have 3 to work on, this was lower on the totem pole. I don't want to work on this one anymore. The shade I was working on was Amaretto right here. I hope you can see that there is a little bit of a dip happening, but these shadows are notorious for being hard to pan. This is not a really great shade. Like, if I was working on something like Salted Caramel or Marzipan, something different, I might have kept it in, but because it's this shimmery purple that really isn't that shimmery, it's like not that great of a shadow within this palette either, that I'm just going to roll this one out. I might circle back to it at some stage in my panning career, but right now I just would like to stop working on this. So these are the 2 products I'm kicking out of this project. I considered more items, but the caveat with this is that everything's randomly selected, so I'm kicking these 2 out, but I have no idea what is going to be replacing these 2. So it's like, do I want to risk it? Because something worse to pan could be panned in its place. This is because I have too many eyeshadows I'm working on. But for example, another product I've been working on very consistently is this Bodyography lip liner in the shade Heatherberry, and I've been making painstakingly slow progress on this. I don't know what it is. It's not a very creamy pencil. It's a wooden sharpenable one, so maybe that's it. But I'm just struggling with panning this. I want to use it up halfway, and towards the end of the video you will see close-ups of like my progress. I have been marking it down, but I'm not even halfway to my goal yet, and we're halfway through the year, halfway through this project. So I considered kicking this out, but then what if a new bigger lip liner got rolled in its place, or you know, something like that. So I'd rather just keep on using this. It's a great like neutrally kind of mauve tone that goes with a lot of lip products that I'm working on right now. It goes with 2 of the 3 lip products I'm panning in other projects, so I might as well just keep this in and keep using it instead of potentially getting like a red lip liner, for example. I don't wear red lips that often, if that makes sense. So I made hardly any progress on this in the last month, even though I used it 14 times. And I really didn't wear makeup that much in the last month. So I'm struggling with this, but I have chosen to keep it in the project. Let's just get the other 3 eyeshadows out of the way. You guys know I was really pushing for pan on this product for this update. It's Pop from the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. It's this really chunky glittery shade here. The dent in this is absolutely massive. I don't understand how I haven't hit pan on it. Since the last update, I have used this 7 more times, today included. I did a bit of like a reddish pink halo eye situation. I'm really trying. I even topped off my highlight with this shade today because it does translate really well on camera, but in person it's like glitter city on my cheeks. I don't understand how I could use this anymore without, I don't want to use a chunky glitter that requires a glitter glue and extra care every single day in my eye looks. You know what I mean? So I think 7 times for the month, in a month that I rarely wore makeup, was a lot as it is. I've used this product almost 50 times in this project. Once I hit pan, I will properly calculate it out. I have like random tallies here. I started tallying based off of Christina Chang's recommendation, but still trucking, still struggling. The other 2 shadows that are still remaining in this project, I only used 1 or 2 times in the last month. I just haven't been focusing on them. I really wanted to hit pan on Pop, so that was my focus shade, and it doesn't necessarily go with the other 2 shadows. So from my Tarte Tartelette Toasted palette, I'm working on Cozy, which is this rich, warm brown shade. These pans are very deep. I don't have that big of a dip going in here yet, but once I hit pan on Pop, then I will be able to focus on these other shadows a bit more. Hopefully that's soon. And lastly, for eyeshadows, I have this Blinc Electric Eyes palette, and I'm working on the 4th shade over. I'm always mispronouncing it, so I'm not even gonna try. And there is a tiny dip happening in here. This is a really great versatile shade, but it's a bit of a deeper gold than what I would typically pull for like a regular neutral look. But these 2 go together really well. So like I said, once I hit pan on Pop, I will make like better, faster progress on these other 2 shades. Now jumping into the other products that I have in this project, and then we will pull in some new products. I'm working on this IBY Highlight and Contour palette on highlight shade number 2. This has just been really great to set my under eyes. The pan is going down pretty evenly. I have no idea when I will hit pan on this. I feel like it's going to be a surprise because of how I dip my brush in. Like I just kind of go over the pan really evenly, so I don't have a point that I can see any rings or a significant dip, but I am setting my under eyes with this every time I do my makeup, which I use this 12 times in the last month. I haven't used this at all. This is from Naked Cosmetics. It's their holographic highlight palette. It's really hard to show on camera, sorry, but I'm working on this purple shade. I considered kicking this out of the project, but again, like, what if I got the blue highlight instead, sort of thing. So I think this is actually going to be really fun to play with this summer. I think it could be really like cool and different to put on the shoulders and collarbones during the summertime as well. But I wasn't focusing on this last month. The e.l.f. eyebrow kit, I used this 10 times. And I have huge dips going in this. You'll be able to see better in the close-ups. I've been working really hard on this, and I think that I should be able to hit pan on this in a month or so. It's what I've been using in my brows pretty much every time. I did use a brow pencil a couple of times, clearly, if I only used it for 10 times, or maybe I've forgotten to mark it occasionally. I'm not really sure, but I'm making good, steady progress on this product. And lastly, in the last update, I rolled in a blush from my BH Cosmetics Nude Blush 10 Color Blush Palette. And the blush that was selected for me was this one in the corner. I noticed when I was editing last month that it doesn't really show true to color on my camera. This is a very vibrant coral shade, like very bright, borderline neon. I do have it on my cheeks today, very diffused and blown out. This is going to take me a million years to pan, but I'm really excited to work on it. It's been great for more summery looks, and I have been enjoying using it. I used it 4 times this month, and considering I'm panning 3 blushes, I think that is pretty good. Now's the exciting part. I'm going to choose 2 new products to work on. I'm going to use the Pretty Random app. I have in the numbers 2 to 462 to exclude all of the eyeshadows in my spreadsheet. Starts at 2 because there's a header. And let's select 2 numbers. I'm always so excited to do this, but at the same time, I'm really nervous. We're going to ignore 49 because that happens every single time. 326. I hope you guys are able to see. And 450. Alright, so after checking what the numbers corresponded to, actually 326 is my Too Faced Hangover RX primer, which is already in a project. So I'm going to draw a new number, and I got 282. Alright, I swear this project hates me. So the 2 new products are 450 was the Jergens Natural Glow, which I just got finished with in a project that has now ended, and I wasn't really enjoying using this, but now I'm using it again. I guess the lines are already like still on here. I am right here under where it says Jergens, or I must be lower than that. I'm going to wait for this to settle and see if I can make a new mark. I feel like I was lower than that, but I'm not actually sure. So this is a product I'm working on. And then, why do I say these things while filming updates? Like, oh, at least it wasn't this. I have a new shade out of the Naked Cosmetics Holographic palette, and it's the blue. What did I say when I gave my update for this? At least it's not the blue highlight. So I'm going to be working on this for a while. I might give myself the option to roll these out, but I at least want to use it. Let me give myself a number goal, actually, not a pan, and I think I'm going to change the purple as well. I'm going to change my goal for these. My goal for pressed powder products is typically to hit pan, but I think that's just unrealistic to hit pan on two colorful highlighting shades. My goal for both of these is to use them 15 times. 15 times each. So not continuing on with this one. So this I've already used 11, use the purple 4 more times, and use the blue 15 times. I think that's fair. Let me know if you think I'm cheating, but panning a highlight in general is so difficult. Panning a colored highlight, I think, is going to be near impossible for me, at least. Remind me never to say, at least I'm not panning such and such a thing ever again, because I swear the Pretty Random app is somehow linked to my Excel spreadsheet, heard me, found it, and gave me that number.
My toe.
Okay, okay, sorry, I have a sad little toddler here to help me close out this video. I'm now going to transition into swatches, close-ups, comparison pictures, and all that, and I'll meet you right back here in a minute. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all those swatches, etc., and that you are able to see my progress a little bit better up close and personal. In terms of goals for next update, I don't even know if I have any. Like, every time I say I want Pop to have been panned, and I'm just getting really frustrated with that shade in particular, and I really don't feel like anything else is that close to hitting pan on. So I'm not going to set any goals this time round. I will definitely set some more goals. Thank you. Set some more goals for next time. So that is it for my update and this refresh for the whole collection Project Pan. I'm happy to have some new products to work on and have rolled out the eyeshadows, but I picked 2 products that are going to be a challenge. That's all. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you.
My chocolate.
For chompers? That's not toothpaste.
My chocolate all country. That's all good.
And I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.